Well, what about the Federal Reserve, of course, today announced QE2, quantitative easing 2, which is saying we're not confident that Congress can do it. We're going to put some more money out there. Roland, what do you think of that?
Well, back to the economy being the patient. When the doctor injects that patient with oxygenated blood, the patient's going to feel good for a while, isn't he? So that's going to stimulate the economy one way or the other. Short-term positive effects, long-term obviously inflationary.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Tony, QE2, do we really need more money in the system? That's what the Fed's going to do.
I don't know that we need more money. I think that the thing that I see is we put so much money into the system, it's bound to have inflationary effects. And I've seen some things recently said that that interest rates are going to go up, but inflation is going to go down. And I don't understand how that would be theoretically possible. You know, the cost of money obviously will go up. Inflation is bound to happen. Back to what you said earlier, if you have a given supply, if you increase the supply without any requisite increase in the demand, you're going to have inflation. You're going to have inflationary pressures.
So, but what if the Fed says we're prepared to accept more inflation than we have in the past? In other words, previously 2%, but now we may allow 4%. That's not good. I mean,
well, it's not good for the individual, but it's good for the government.
Yeah,
the government would like to have inflation about 50%. That way they can pay back all this debt that they've accumulated at cheaper dollars.
Roland, are you on the side of inflation or deflation? I mean, it sounds like you think in long term we're inflation.
Oh, I guarantee you. My grandchild is going to buy a $100,000 car. And it won't say Porsche. It'll say Toyota or Mustang. I mean, think about it. When did the Federal Reserve, when the Fed was created, $20 was a man's labor for a month. He had a wife at home with a dozen children. Those were the golden years. So the Federal Reserve is the engine of inflation. As long as they exist, you will have inflation. The question is how much.